Hey guys, welcome back to DajibanLife. Today here I'm posted up in front of a Home Depot because I was gonna, once I got my head unit in, I ordered some 6x9, some new speakers, and then I sort of couldn't resist, and so I got this guy, a Kenwood sub and an amp. So everything's Kenwood. The amp's over there in that box, and it's gonna sit right behind my seat here. That's the box, and I'm gonna be doing some wiring today, so I didn't really want to do that in the street, especially like around the places that I sleep a lot, just because I don't want people, you know, seeing stuff I have. So I thought it'd be better to do it somewhere else. I've worked in like a Ralph's parking lot before, but today I might be doing some body work and just pounding out some panels and stuff that are bent and dented. So making all that noise, I thought maybe Home Depot might be a better place to do something like that. So yeah, and then so I'll be wiring up my speakers and amp and stuff today. And if I have some time left over, I'll probably try to finish off the alarm, now that I have, I guess, something worth taking in here. But not really. This thing wasn't that expensive. It was like on the lower end. But yeah, having music, like actual real music off a real unit, is so much better. It makes the driving experience so much nicer. So yeah, I just couldn't resist getting the sub because I like my bass. So yeah, so other than body work, the other thing that I did was I picked up some of these off of Amazon. It's basically acoustic wall treatments for like a studio. They weren't super cheap. They were like $1 a square foot, which is what one of these squares are. So they're not super cheap, but I thought it would look nice on the wall here instead of just having the Dynamat or whatever. Putting this stuff on here and then in alternating patterns or whatever would help to insulate a little bit more and also cut down on the sound from outside and also from inside out. So, and it looks nice. So I think I'm going to be probably gluing it on the wall. I have some spray adhesive, not with me, but I have it back at the garage where I keep a lot of my stuff. So I'll have to go pick that up this weekend. And then the ceiling, I don't think I'm going to be putting the acoustic panels on the ceiling, because then it'll just look a little bit too uniform. It's going to look kind of weird. So once I put this stuff on there, on the ceiling, right, I'm not sure what to do to kind of cover it up. I'm going to keep these beams exposed just so I have something magnetic to put stuff on, my magnets, because magnets don't really stick that well. I mean, it's sticking now, but it's pretty weak, like, you know what I mean? So especially once the phone goes on there's nothing more magnetic to, you know, stick things on. So I'm going to keep a lot of these beams exposed so I have places to put things. But yeah, other than that, we'll see how far we get today. I might not even get to the bodywork today, but just doing stereo work somewhere where, you know, people might not care as much is probably a good thing, a good idea. So I decided to do that. Alright, well, let's get after it. Alright, so I got the sub installed, and everything works as it should. Let's see. It was weird in the manual. It said to control the P control wire. I don't know what the P stands for, but to ground and ground to the P control wire. That didn't make any sense to me, so it wasn't working. I switched it around. Sorry about the buzz. not grounded. There you go. There you go. I swear he a narco. Just because turn on when it starts though. So yeah, sorry about the buzzing, but yeah, so it works. I like how music is more important than water in my life, but yeah, that's gonna be nice driving around with the subwoofer. Nice music. This place is a mess right now, so I gotta clean this up. I also got some other wires through the firewall while I was doing the amp wire at the same time. This is an instant trigger switch for the hood. I added a hood pin. I'll show you that in a second. And then this wire is for the alarm horn, which I actually mounted. And I was gonna ground it on the engine bay, but you know, whatever. I figured why not just bring it in here, and I can ground it in here to my universal ground, so it's grounded inside. So yeah, I didn't really get to hook up anything else as far as the alarm goes, and I don't think I'm going to today because I'm pretty tired. I'm old, so I get tired pretty easily. But you can see there's the alarm horn mounted on the wall, just double-sided foam tape, and I got the amp wire running. Here's the fuse, and it goes into a grommet that I poked a hole in. And yeah, and here's the hood pin here. And when I have the hood closed, it breaks the connection, and when it opens, it completes the connection. So hopefully that works with the alarm that I have. I think that's how it works, but we'll see. But yeah, I got the seat outside right now because I had to take it out so I could do this work here. But yeah, I got the 6x9s switched out. I put some sound deadener in the door. It's kind of a weird opening and shape, so I couldn't really like get it everywhere. But as far as just sound deadening goes, you normally only have to use like a little piece in the middle of whatever metal you're supposed to be in, but since I'm also using it as like a pseudo insulation, I wanted to get as much as possible. But yeah, it was just kind of a weird place to work in because the only way I could get into the door was through the speaker hole, and you know, my arm would only go up so far and stuff, and cutting pieces to size was just sort of weird. So I did the best I could. I think it's good enough. Yeah, so I can button all this rest of this stuff up. Put the dash cover back on, the plastic, and it'll start looking like a car again, and then I can finish hooking up the alarm, and then I can cover this back up with the plastic also, and then that should be done for wiring. Once I do that, as far as like to the actual car battery, I do have to finish up the wiring for the battery box, and I'm probably gonna get some lights on a switch that I can just flip on and off, some really like dim lights, or maybe something on a dimmer, so I can have some light in the van at night. And I might hook the switch up in the front somewhere, or close to the front, maybe on the ceiling or something, because I've noticed that usually when I shut the car off when I'm parked, like I don't get out of the van and walk all the way around to the sliding door and get back in. What I do is normally just kind of transition into the back through the curtains. So when I shut the car off though, it's dark, so I don't know, I can't see anything. And so having a switch somewhere, maybe like right up here, would be really great, so I could just shut the car off, switch that on, pass through, and then do what I need to do, and then switch it off. And on the other side, maybe I'll have two switches, maybe one here in the front and one in the back, but they're connected together somehow. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. But yeah, so let me get this cleaned up, get the seat back in, and then yeah, I'll show you the results after. Alright, there it is, all buttoned up. Got the new steering column cover I found at the junkyard also. Unfortunately, the alarm is still a mess down there, but at least I did print out the the technical specs. So it tells you like where all the wires are. I don't know if you can see that. It doesn't really matter. This is more for me. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm probably gonna check it out here pretty soon, go on a drive and listen to the sound, tune it, whatever. It sucks that the heater still doesn't work, but you know, what can you do? It's all on or all off pretty much, but that's okay. And it's not very strong, but and then down here it's pretty dark. Anyway, down here you can't see it, but the amp is just sort of floating around right now, which is not good. So since I'm at Home Depot, I'll probably pick up like a little board or something, and maybe some feet somehow, some adjustable feet or something, and just make a little platform, because there's like a, I think the airbag sensor or something under the seat, so I can't really mount it to the floor because that thing's in the way, and it's not big enough to mount directly to that, because that would be pretty, you know, great if I could just mount it to the plastic there. It's part of the floor, but I can't do that. So I'm gonna maybe pick up a board, and I could probably just tape the board to the plastic and then just mount the amp to that, like double-sided tape or something, and I think that should be fine. Sorry for making you guys look at that for so long. Can't even see what's going on. Oh man, my lips are dry. But yeah, it's a pretty good day. Got a lot of stuff done. I just need to wire in the rest of the alarm stuff, I think, and I'll probably maybe try to work on that tomorrow. Actually, I think I might be gluing the acoustic foam panels on the walls tomorrow, and maybe doing some body work. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.